Before you watch this reaction, I just want to let you know that there is a uncut version on our Patreon, and the link in the description below. You supporting us will help us upgrade our audio, fix our mics, and make the lighting and camera look better. So I did go into that more about the Patreon at the end of the video, but I decided to let you know now, so that way if you want to watch the uncut version with all the bonus tracks, you can. So the option is yours, but enjoy.
Damn, son, where'd you find
808 Dad?
Hey guys, it's your boy 808 Dad, back with another reaction video with my stepdad here. Long time no see, but we back, especially with another Mac Miller video for you guys. Watching movies with the sound off. This has been requested along with the Divine Feminine for... You okay?
My bad, man. Trying to get the seat together, man. My bad.
Watching movies with the sound off has been a long requested album, along with the Divine Feminine, which if you haven't seen that yet, that is on our channel if you want to check it out. When I heard this, I was maybe like a sophomore in high school, and this was like around the era where, like, as you can see, Ab-Soul, Action Bronson, Schoolboy Q, Earl Sweatshirt. Like, this is around the area where he was mingling with TDE.
Yeah.
Well, Earl Sweatshirt, kind of like Odd Future, but that was, at that time, Earl had just got back. Anyways, it was basically my high school, this album.
Gotcha. Okay.
And this kind of goes back to, this is 3 years before Good AM, but it kind of has like that trippy, psychedelic sound, but hip hop, kind of like Faces.
Gotcha.
So I know we've been talking about it a long time. Do you have any anticipation as far as what you might expect with this one?
Actually, I am, because with the demand that everybody want us to do it, I'm like, I can't wait to see exactly what was the big fuss. So I'm looking forward to that.
Let's look at the cover art. You see, he's without any clothes.
Typical.
And it's very simple. And according to him, in the process of making this album, he was indeed watching movies with the sound off. So that's the inspiration. This is the reaction. Before we press play, make sure you press that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, because sometimes we do hit a hiatus, but we'll always be back, and that will let you know whenever we do drop. And yeah, without further ado, first track is Star Room.
They gotta have a future. Praying I don't waste it, getting faded, cause until I'm coughing up torn through the surge, energy curve like a lumbar. For me, I'm still trapped inside my head. It kinda feel like it's a purgatory. So black and white, but I got family who would murder for me. Think I'm living paradise, or what I have to worry about. Dealing with these demons, feel the pressure, find the perfect style. Making sure my mom and dad is still someone to love. All these backfires of my experiments with drugs, and I experience a touch of my epiphany in color form. Difference between love and war for me, I'm above the norm. Give me anybody, though I'll gladly chew his face up and bass off. Rhyming like it's summertime on asphalt. Hot. If there's a party in heaven, I plan to leave wasted. Retrace my steps way back to biblical times. We all gonna end up meeting at the finishing line.
Yeah, that's Star Room right there. A couple things I noticed.
Go ahead.
When he said he wanted the Rolls Royce that Lennon had,
Yeah.
it reminds me of when we watched that video and he was talking about how he loved John Lennon.
Yeah.
John Lennon did buy a Rolls Royce that was kind of custom out.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
He just be doing, he be spitting stuff that I wouldn't really expect him to say. You know what I'm saying? Just his wordplay is great. Yeah, a lot of stuff I wouldn't even think that he would be actually saying, but that's dope though.
It's like his lyrics is about as trippy as the beat because it's
Yeah,
almost like
very.
it's a fever dream what he's talking about. We're gonna move on to the next track, Avian. That is not the next track, but maybe one day.
Oh, you got it on.
It's gonna shuffle.
I'm not your conscience, you nuts. Almonds and Haagen-Dazs. Auction off your grandfather's watch from the Holocaust. I'm iconic, naked walking the garden, bird watching, alarming all of these cardinals like I need a pope. Puffing that white smoke. Get faded and play the maestro. I'm ice cold, bunny slippers, nice roll. Sneaky bitch stole my rollie last night, yo. I might know some dykos who can fight though. There's a bird in the sky. Look at him fly.
You recognize that?
That's what I mean. It's in my head. I'm trying to think if it's John Coltrane.
A little TV money, dollars for sense of humor. I was just rude, and I was raised better. Say God bless you. I'm Kenny Powers, you more of a Debbie Downer. My bitch taking off her trousers every time I get around her. I'm nasty, I never shower. Go sleep on a bed of flowers. Not into this conversation. I've been in my head for hours. I'm out.
I mean, he's not afraid to sample jazz at all. He definitely has, like, and I've seen some videos where he might do a cover. I think he did a cover of a Stevie Wonder song, playing the piano and stuff like that. So he definitely has that soul, that jazz kind of feel.
But
to
if
him.
he's in a group of Matt Lib and you know what he do as far as sampling goes,
Yeah.
Then you got Jay Dilla, all of them. So yeah, I can see that.
And then he just came out with that track with Robert Glasper really dropped it.
Yep.
Because it sounded like an old track, but yeah, it still
Hopefully
was
that's
good.
Hopefully that's on his Robert Glasper fourth album, I believe, Black Radio, I believe.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's on that.
All right, move on to the next track, I'm Not Real, featuring Earl Sweatshirt.
I like this beat though.
Passport, filling it up with stamps to the camp of my land, swam the rivers of Japan. She keep on asking for a rack, so I ran looking back like you can't see who I am. Think my bitch don't know me no more. So let them know what I said they call. I'm here to tell my
Want me to the road, and I'm a running bloodhound with my nose. Nose to the money, ain't fucking with these hoes. Get duckies till I die on my foes. Busy running, fucking marijuana smoke in my stomach. Toast in public, head in the clouds, with my toes in the struggle like.
Me and I are not the same. Doctor, please prescribe me something for the pain. Money in machines, those will make a change. If I go tomorrow, I just hope it ain't in vain. But I
Want me to the road, and I'm a running bloodhound with my nose. Nose to the money, ain't fucking with these hoes. Get bitch up, go.
Oh no, let's not get there yet. Let's not get there yet. So, produced by Randa Black Dude. You remember him, right?
Yeah.
That's Earl.
Yeah.
And of course, Earl did the feature.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of my introduction to Mac because I wasn't really listening to Mac, but then when I saw him in this area, I came. This is my first Mac Miller album I listened to. So yeah, what you think?
Yeah.
It's druggy.
Very.
His bars.
The first three tracks are druggy. I think he was druggy when it was his whole album. So, you gotta be druggy if you actually like watching a movie with no sound on.
Think so?
You gotta be some. You on a trip.
Yeah, you definitely on
a
a trip.
trip. It's like you on a trip.
What movies would you watch with the sound on?
That's a good question. Godfather.
Godfather?
Yeah.
I feel like I never watched it, but I always feel like it's a dialogue heavy movie.
Yeah, I will watch it with no sound on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I watch Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next track. S.D.S. Produced by Flying Lotus.
Close my eyes before I cross the street. Car about to hit me, then they ought to be. Watching Dawson's Creek till I fall asleep. Harder than it seems, I'm underwater in my dreams. I'm in all these tricks, so I puzzles not complete. I'm just an idea, nothing concrete. Came to raise limits, get higher than planes. Just ain't trying to change what it's become to the same difference. Shut your eye hole, I'm dope and I know. My voice sound like it was a sample off a rhino. I don't, my nose, hating on my style. I tend to take the high road, get stoned and fly low.
Fly low.
I'm no god, I don't think that I'm a human though, cause I'm so odd. Somebody move something, yeah, somebody move something. Yeah, somebody move something. Yeah, somebody move something. Yeah, somebody move something. Yeah, it ain't no party like aristocratic party. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta hear your thoughts on that. Go ahead.
There ain't no thoughts. I just like that. That's my probably my favorite track right there so far. Yeah, man. Flying Lotus, man. Don't play with them, man. And you gotta know how to rap. You gotta know how to do something.
Did you hear all that was going on?
Oh, man. And flowing like water, man. Flowing like water, man. Straight up, man. Damn.
Moving on to the next track, Bird Call.
Alright, chillin' for an hour, smoking weed, watching World Star, man's in the garage, probably gotta drive your girl car. You ain't a rapper, my homies never heard y'all. I spit a punchline, smile, and they bird call. Get your sister in the face with an earth ball. Out chillin' with some shit that really don't concern y'all. Punch a fan if you get a fucking word wrong way. If he giving you some shit that you I used to give a fuck about success. Now I just wanna see me with a cool sundress. I'm pushing down for my sex. It'll be a confess. Sorry, that's some shit I had to confess. Crazy ass.
Yep. That's kind of a short one, but
That's my second one.
oh snap! What it kind of remind you of?
That beat reminds me of, back in the 90s hip hop, late 80s, early 90s, some like real New York type. Man, I'm trying to think of a group that can but it sound like grimy New York group back in the day.
Well, this next track we got Mac Miller and Ab-Soul, and I know the last time we listened to a Mac Miller Ab-Soul song, you swore up and down Ab-Soul killed him. So
he came back though. He
had to, like you said.
Yeah, he got him, and he came back, and So
we'll see about this one. This next track is called.
And this
Matches.
actually was the first one, right? Before they even had this.
Yeah, that was on Good AM, which was 3 years later.
Okay.
So.
And this is in 2013.
2013. Where were you in 2013?
Man.
I know this sample. It was Black Mouse Super Rainbow. It was Black Mouse. Look. I don't know why I didn't think of it in the video.
Gangsters nigga had recess. Motherfucker felt like a grown up. When I can't act was rapid. One being short of an acid tablet. Security guards watch my cigarettes. The old hand go ahead copy a brew. Sometimes them cold readings be cool. These shades make me look 22. And say you'll learn when you get older. I just say that ain't true. That just mean when you was younger you ain't get turned up like a spoon. Girl, tell them all they wrestle while I watch that's no phones. Touching my jet, talking the kid I was trying to go rock with the best. Watching my step, never know what it's been by myself, not enough, always on test. Dang, I could have been a big doctor, we would've got one of them up from the bachelor. Could have been smart, could have been a doctor. Life on a drama, little soul proper. Falling in love, lucky that I got you. Almost got an actor, would've been a father. All about energy, made good memories. I'm a fucking Dalai Lama. Only 18 years
can't. I know this sample.
Can't put your finger on it.
I just don't remember the name.
What day did he die on? What you know? Do you know?
It was in September. I believe it was in September. Why you ask?
No, it's just one of the songs. I meant to ask this. Pop just bring this up. A few songs. He said, the day I die on, I'll be an icon.
Yeah.
I just want to know what day it was.
September 7th.
September 7th.
Oh, dude. It's like right after my birthday. I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
It really did. Like, he literally became something bigger than what he was at the time.
So it was like after he passed, that's when he blew up, or was he still? I know he had a following when he was.
He blew up already, but I would say like, I would say it like this. I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it's kind of like Takeoff. It's like people recognize his talent and know who he is, but because of what happened,
they didn't appreciate him.
He became
they didn't really appreciate him when he took him for granted almost.
In a way, yeah. I remember when they were doing their solo albums, everybody pretty much agreed Takeoff had the best. But it's kind of like the same with Mac Miller. It's like you see all the people he's rubbing shoulders with and the amount of respect he had in the game.
Yeah.
It's just, it became immortalized when he passed away, especially how he did.
Yeah.
So, rest in peace.
But isn't that the way you want to go? If you lifestyle you live, isn't that way how you want to go?
Yeah, I would think so. They say
with all things going in his head.
Yeah. They say you die 2 deaths. When you die physically, and then when the last person speaks your name. And we still appreciate Mac Miller, so.
Yeah.
Next track, I Am Who I Am, featuring Niki Randa.
Look, posing the question, how many been empty with aggression? Close to depression, open your eyes and just focus a second. Fuck a recession, my brother, my mind's broke and I'm letting it go. Loading the point of that negative energy, telling me stop, they telling me no. You're over, just something you ain't even sure of. Explore the core of California, boys got more to snort up. I've had a smorgasbord of porn and grab the dot. That's a lot, the feeling coming after the shock. Break me, I'd rather you not, cuz you driving me crazy, the fact that you pay me and make me to something I love. You come to the club, searching for drugs, drunk, fucking these sluts.
Another old school kind of beat.
Yeah.
But this one's very kind of trippy. Like, it's definitely something you could smoke to. And
this whole thing is trippy.
I mean,
the whole thing is trippy.
Yeah. Watching movies with the sound off is very cinematic, but it's also like you got home and you started smoking and you was doing something and you just don't even know at that point.
I actually love his titles.
Of the songs?
Of all his albums.
Of all his albums?
Yeah, I just like this. All his albums, man, the title, I just like, who would write a title like that? Watching movies with the, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Faces, circles.
Good AM.
Good AM.
The Divine.
That was very, I like how they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So shit.
What can we say? He's truly a poet, but not in a very conventional way. He's out of his mind and some of the things he comes.
Oh, he's definitely a poet.
But it comes together like
he's definitely a poet.
He'll be over here and over there, and then brings it right back down to earth.
That's poetry. So he's definitely a poet. He has his craft. He studied his craft real well.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna move on to the next track. Next track, Objects in the Mirror.
People love you when they on your mind. God is love's currency. And I've been thinking about her all the time. I never seen somebody put together perfectly. What would I have to do to call you mine? Someone like you is so hard to find. Open up your eyes so you can walk a mile. All I ask is that you hurry. I won't hurt you, don't you worry. Listen to me, I'ma set you free. He ain't gonna break your heart again. Go through the words to reach the ecstasy. When your imagination's all pretend, they all just watch you. You kinda find it strange how the times have changed. I wish we could go and be famous. Maybe you and me, we could change the world forever and never come back again. Let's leave it all in the review. Let's leave it all in the review, girl. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry.
I kind of see why.
He know how to draw you in.
Yeah.
I mean, let that beat play, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And
yeah, and it's first track, first part of it, you can say it's about a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Second track, it's about what?
Himself. And he always talks about meeting somebody and leaving it all behind. You know what I mean? And he talks about, even on this project, he talks about how his process and how much he's wasting time and how much he's like trapped in a room and stuff.
Man, I see why he has a lot of guys dig him, because he kind of speak stuff that we really can't say ourselves to the person that we care about sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like put words together that we could probably like, okay. Yeah. You know, you probably listen to that track over and over again just to try to get the words that you're going to tell this girl.
Yeah.
How you feel. Yeah.
Moving on to the next track, Red Dot Music featuring Action Bronson. Have you heard of Action Bronson?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I think you'll like his voice.
Think I can see a fucking halo. I'm about to meet my maker, run a double cup of Drano. I'm soda for the flavor, uncontrollable behavior with some psychopathic tendencies. Lonely as your neighbor with the bitches, she got special needs. Work to my denim fiends, I'm Kennedy on ecstasy. My flavor from the nation, need an acre for my recipe. They got my soul, but I don't let them take the rest of me. My melody, a little like Kenny G's, it's heavenly.
Yo, I don't perform unless the money's in my pocket, nurse. After rapping, take my people out for octopus. We all deserve it, dedication to the fam. Don't hold your hand out for nothing if you claim to be my man, damn. You see me peeling off a whip like when your mother stripped. Load the dice, roll them shits, hit another trip. Shit, I'm on some shit. Hands are fucking hotter than the leather in the 6 in the summertime. The lion in the mirror when I look, I lose money but I make it back. I keep it true and ain't no motherfucker faking that. I get a fading and I fade to black. Bit on the razorbacks, I hold the multicolored flavor gap.
trap nigga slash cat pillar. Back with a black stripper. Ass thicker than a snack wraps nigga. Too fat to snap zippers. And half is what I'll do to Mac Miller. Now my mom's first track figured a nigga who treats his yak richer than elixir. Tap slicker than pass till it goes around the room like his casket finna. Oh, you Mac Miller. When you was Easy Mac with the cheesy raps. Who the fuck is Mac Miller?
You recognize that voice?
Who's that?
Loaded Lux.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Loaded Lux. I definitely wasn't expecting to hear him on here.
Yeah, I like that.
And then what you think about Action Bronson?
No.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. He raps over that, you know.
Oh, yeah?
That's his kind of style.
style.
Yeah. I'm trying to see who made that beat.
Yeah, he has a voice, as you say.
As you say.
Yeah, he has a voice.
It's definitely New York.
Yeah, it's definitely New York. It's always New York flavor, but I do know that he does not change whatsoever. I mean, his flows, delivery may change, but as far as his topics, his, you know, it's gonna be drugs and pussy.
You talking about Mac Miller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drugs and pussy. Drugs and pussy. Mm-hmm. And I can see that's why a lot of folks fucks with him. Because sometimes you have your favorite rapper who's, you know, they do this, and all of a sudden they changes. I know you gotta grow up and you have to have growth and this and that, but sometimes you don't want your boy to change. You want you to stay the same, you know what I'm saying? We get selfish like that, but even though he has changed, he's still the things that made him who he is, he stayed with, you know what I'm saying? So I can see why he has a big following. Besides, you know.
Later on down the line, like you said, he started to get a bit more existential. It's almost like he was approaching another era of him. I don't know if he was necessarily going to go back to this kind of stuff. I'm not going to spoil it, but you've heard Swimming and how he was kind of reminiscing about it, but also just kind of trying to move past it. Whatever he's always been going through, it seems like. So yeah. Also, this is what Action.
Well, that's the album he wasn't doing much. He was. I was thinking, was that like almost like a rehab album?
I would say it's like a rehab album.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of healing on that album.
Yeah, definitely that.
Let's move on to the next track, G's featuring Schoolboy Q.
Ignorant ass white kid, but I'm still bicycling and recycling, and I'm still eating gummy bear vitamins. All my bitches taking Vicodin, huffing nitrogen.
Hyper down, really young, middle son. Since I was a little one, moms had to put me on a Ritalin. Made a swish and run, cracked the 40, lit a little blunt. Told Chuck it had a couple raps, so we hit the drum. This shit take us to the fan.
Contagious, speaking while sedated. Gotcha, make 'em wanna add a couple pages to the Bible. I ain't got nothing left in my will, except throw it all in the casket. It's mine.
Need some backpack cast raps. Took a break just to kill the game half-assed. Set some rap traps, waiting to the cat nap. Woke up, threw the dead bodies in the trash bags.
Bozo on these doppelganger JoJo's. Take a bitch to Soho for some froyo. Tell her she gon' blow it, Bromo.
And now I'm out in Cali like Tolo. Young boy, but I'm chillin' with some grown folk. No joke, most dope, just both smoke.
Me and swallowed every homie I came with. MC and bagging nigga bits some weed in it. $200 worth of backwoods, we all living. All the gangsters back to bucket hat, I'm in the stack. I'm getting money, bro, my tummy, that's my ball I sack. $250,000 in the safe place, I get a case. Faggot ass judge hating on me cause my money's straight. 13 racks in all 50 states. Big size.
Something I did before I slapped with it.
Yeah, that's G's.
I like G's.
I do too. It reminds me like a 2000s beat. Like
it's just funny listening to stuff like this in this age with some of the metaphors and some of the catchphrases they uses. You know, because what was this? What do you say? Oh my God! Well, put it. Oh man, what happened to it?
You keep scrolling.
Don't choke. Yeah. Tell her she gon' blow it.
She tell her she gon' blow it, Romo. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you gotta be.
No, it's funny. It's just funny though.
Name Prescott.
That's messed up.
But I like, and this is what I mean when he be like you're quoting Shakespeare in a way. All the best rappers are usually dead, but I'm the poison that left the widow Juliet. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's poetry, my man. Like, what the heck? But on this beat, though, crazy. Schoolboy Q, Mac Miller, they're like really good friends. The chemistry is there. He was on Remember Good AM. He was in the interlude. Yeah. You could tell he keeps his circle of people he work with and people he mess with. Like,
it's a real small circle.
Yeah.
But they come from a big family of, they all kind of like, so what's called 6 degrees separation from, you could say Mac Miller's 6 degrees separation from a lot of rappers.
All right. Next track, Watching Movies.
These idols till they come in contact with God. Houses all my disciples, you get mine, fuck with these bras. Life is just a recital, better remember all the true practice. When I die, throw a couple bad bitches in my casket. Walk, takes time for a revolution. Me and my dog about to start a riot, still they sleeping. When I'm eating, you and your people are on a diet. They're down under the ground, they didn't fuck with me, now they all coming around. Money, I'm hunting it down. In the cities, working and watching it grow. I got so many ways I can make money, I'll always be straight, I just thought you should know. Been on my grind, taking what's mine, I got my eyes on the throne. I'ma be fine, no matter the time, we all go along with the show. People worship these idols till they come in contact with God. Houses all my disciples, you get mine, fuck with these bras. Life is just a recital, better remember all the true practice. When I die, throw a couple bad bitches in my casket.
Watching Movies. I swear he has those kind of tracks like at least 1 or 2 times.
He can play that track right now.
Yeah.
And he'll fit.
With what?
Today.
Yeah.
As far as the beat wise, just the whole cadence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know how he doing it. That could play right now. He could put that out song right now, and it'll be a hit.
It'll do numbers.
It'll do numbers.
It's very cinematic too. I think whatever sample he used, definitely akin to the watching movies with the sound off, kind of like that horror-esque cinematic type feel. That's what I got from it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. We're gonna move on to the next track, Suplexes inside of Complexes and Duplexes.
Say that 3 times, 5 times fast. God damn.
You was just talking about the title.
Yeah.
You come to that.
This is an outrage! An outrage! This is outrageous! Yeah, young sire. Slap the fuck out John Cryer. Rough rider. Bra bust inside a vagina like I want kids. My head continues to be haunted. I burn the city down while I'm unconscious. Maybe go on, take some Quaaludes, conversate with Jesus. Batting practice with the motherfucking ghost of Babe Ruth. Do as the same do, turn painful to graceful. Devil on my trails, I'm trying to find a holy grail. Stab out, go ahead and rap now. Do what you do best. I mean, that's what you do best. Matter of fact, motherfucker, you a suit vest. You need to buy a new dress. I heard you and your girl live in a duplex. I'ma put her ass in a suplex. The sun east, the moon west. If you got a clue, what does a clue get?
Pull up in Parliament with the mallet and yell, here. Finally some order to this rap shit. Finally some sort of water to soil these crack lips. I keep my shit crispy and elegant, so miss me with the irrelevant. The God body is heaven sent, the hard body is reverent since the son of life. Brother of foul, every rhyme's allowed.
You think it's who?
Is that doing?
It's Jay Electronica.
Oh, snap.
How you gonna hide that feature from us?
Yeah, for real.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh. Yeah. That's an interesting track. I want to go back, I want to read through it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel a bit touchy when he starts talking about doing what he does best. Like, what do you got to be sad about? Go ahead and rap now. Do what you do best.
Yeah, he was definitely in his head. And like his It's like we're talking to herself.
Mm-hmm. You're too bright to be inside a bunch of mediocrity, but all those big words ain't gonna get you paid. Yeah.
And he definitely used fucking big word.
Yeah.
Shit. I ain't bring up the SARS in this motherfucker. But
Almost
yeah.
like he broke the fourth wall with this one.
It's deep in it with it. Yeah. It's real deep.
Yeah. Moving on to the next track, Remember.
Yeah. I hope you're proud of me. Dude, I grew to be. Ingenuity influenced by your eulogy. Going through memories like they were movie scenes. I know I've been to shit. All these people full of me. I admit, I guess I'm full of myself too. It's just a bunch of shit I wish I could tell you, but this life moves fast. I never knew that yours wouldn't have blasted the dirt, hitting your casket like raindrops. I swear I'll let you know when the pain stopped. I remember when we were just kids. We know nothing at all. We talk about life we lived. Can you please help me find my friend? I'll give you anything you need, multiply by 10. I heard he moved to a place where the time don't end, so you don't need money, all you got is time to spend. Your life's short, don't ever question the length. It's cool to cry, don't ever question your strength.
I think what's interesting about Mac Miller, as much as you mentioned him talking about just rapping about pussy, money, stuff like that, rapping about the life of being a rapper, he definitely covers all sides of it. It's not just good times. He covers the bad times too. I don't know why it's taking me this long to kind of realize it, but his world, especially the way he paints on his albums, is very 3D. There's always a track like this on each project that we listen to that smacks you. Like it's like you've been high this whole time and then you boom and you crash. So yeah.
That's bad to be some friend of he lost. And you know, he definitely have every album I've heard is a track that just touches you in a way that, you know, have you like really thinking. Like damn. And this is one on right here.
Next track, Someone Like You.
Light up to the pain gone. All I hear is the same song. When the radio came on, fuck around and get laced on. Do this shit to the day I die. Are you ready? Are you ready? Terrified of my instincts. Verified, get the camera ready. Carry my own weight. All these earthquakes don't wait. Life move fast, but my baby keep it slow. Open up your mind, start forgetting what you know.
That guitar,
Yeah, you hear it?
I love it.
Yeah, man.
Aquarium. That's interesting, especially hearing the bubbles and stuff coming up.
I like that one.
That was smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
You want to listen to the next one? Go ahead and just keep going.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we're going to keep going. Next track, Aquarium.
Forever life is never nice, we expedite the process. And every night I get advice, cause life's way too complex. Heaven's lights are hella bright. Ironic how that came to be, but can't you see this angel speak? She's saying the place is safe for me. I'm wearing a blindfold, like where did time go? I know you hear me out there, give me a sign, no. I'ma follow you wherever your mind goes. Baby, I'ma follow you wherever your mind goes. Take me away, girl, somewhere you won't be. Hold me closely.
One thing I can say, he has a knack for writing hooks, like really good hooks. Like if he kind of pulled like a Kendrick route and start just dishing it off, and I don't know if, I'm sure our audience can enlighten us if he has written for other people, but he definitely, his hooks are kind of anthemic, and the way he has it written, it repeats in a way that it sticks in your mind.
Yeah, dude.
We are on the last track, Youforia.
Youforia.
Of watching movies with the sound off, kind of getting a similar resolution of peacefulness. You know how like in Good AM, you had these highs, then we hit these lows, and then by the end of it, you're kind of at peace. It's like,
I think the whole album was peaceful.
Really?
Yeah. Like even with even when you're going through his mind and going through some things, it was still a peaceful. Wasn't chaotic.
It's definitely trippy.
Yeah, it's definitely trippy, and that's peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trip is peaceful. What do you think he mean when he says, when you're in mine, I won't let you go, the pain it could stay?
Depends on what you think he might mean when he says, now when you lay in my arms, the pain goes away.
Yeah.
Is he talking about a woman, or is he talking about a substance?
Shit, you can't tell with this motherfucker. Cause he love women and drugs.
I mean, the type of brain that he has to be able to pick up on details enough to create these songs and these bars and stuff like that.
He has a great mind. He really has a great mind.
Things can be addicting with that kind of mind because you're obsessive. He's obsessed with writing music. He's obsessed with rapping. He's obsessed with doing drugs. He's obsessed with partying, women, you know? And that goes, you know, geniuses, right? We talk about geniuses and how they live versus, you know, the work they might create.
Mm-hmm.
Shows, man.
Man. The more. This is what third album, fourth album of his album.
Fourth now, right? Yeah.
The more and more I hear each album, it's just like I just become more of a fan of him. You know what I'm saying? It's like sad that he's gone. You know, but thankful that you're able to live in the era that you can YouTube it. You can go back and watch videos and listen to interviews. You know, you're able to be obsessed with Mac Miller because of the internet these days. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
He will always be alive in our hearts. But man, he's truly They ain't truly missed. For sure.
It's rating time.
Well, rating time.
It's rating time. So, out of 5 mics,
give it 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
There you go. 3.5.
3.5.
And we are going to react to the bonus songs. That will be a Patreon exclusive. I get a lot of comments that our audio isn't the best.
Oh.
They don't like how our microphones are picking it up. And well, that is something I do want to change in the future. But for now, we're going to stick with this. And if you want to support us, well, I'll definitely help put this all together. So we're going to listen to the bonus tracks. It's going to be $2. And yeah, we're also going to do other bonus tracks from, I know Faces, we missed one. Jid, apparently there was a track that didn't make the album because of a sample clearance.
I like Jid.
So we're going to do that one as well, along with, you know,
I'm down for
other
that.
content. So
I can't wait for that.
So yeah, if you like what we do, if you want to see more, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you think.
Is it in the bottom or
It's at the bottom.
Okay,
At the bottom. Make sure you hit the bell too whenever we drop. And yeah, follow me on Instagram if you want to see what we got going on. But yeah, other than that, peace.
Peace.